Okay. Uh, Hi, it's Don Sanders, and I want to thank everybody for turning out today. And the webinar is going to be about becoming a financially free distributor. And what I mean by that is selling enough orders and making money on your orders that you don't have to worry about money or being successful. And so I just titled it that way because I think every distributor in this industry would like to be financially free. And the first thing we want to do is thank all of the great suppliers who make these webinars possible. They're all on the screen, and every one of the suppliers you see on the screen are ones that I have purchased from, placed orders with, and have known forever. And each one of them are quality top line suppliers that don't have inventory problems. If they did, they would be honest with you up front, and they absolutely always do a great job. But Distributor Central is here with us today. They are on every one of my webinars, and I specifically want to thank them because without their ability to teach me how to do these things, they would not be possible. And so the first thing that we want to talk about today is the way to become financially free is to sell incredible customers. And I'm not talking about borderline customers or ones that some might pay you, some might not. What I'm talking about are customers who buy only from you. They don't shop around, they don't get prices from you and go someplace else and place an order. There's no bidding required. I don't bid on orders. I don't bid on state jobs. I don't bid on government contracts. The profits on those orders is too low. And I'm not in this to spite another distributor by taking an order from them. I actually want to make money on this. So I'm not saying that I don't give pricing to people, but I do not fill out bid sheets and bid on orders. I want customers that understand complications, not fly off the handle and go wild on you when one little mistake comes up. Everybody makes mistakes. And if you're honest and upfront with people and just tell them, I wrote the order up wrong, I did this, most people will be very forgiving. And I want people that understand things go bad sometimes. And I want people that communicate freely. I send them an email. I'd like to hear back from them quickly. I need their artwork on time. I want them to communicate, not run off and hide. I want ones that do not shop around. Every one of my customers don't shop around. They buy from me based on the price I give them because I have incredible customers. And number one on this list is I want people that pay me properly. I have distributors all the time ask me about they are going to call on a corporate account that pays in 90 to 120 days. I don't want that business. I want small orders that are turned and are paid for. So spend time looking for these type of clients and sell them quality products. Southern Plus has just come out with a great line of ceramic drinkware. So if you're selling quality products, sell them to quality or incredible customers. Now, Alex Garcia is here with me from Distributor Central. I've known him a very long time. He is a wizard at technology, and he's going to introduce himself to you, and then he's going to come back. I'm going to do the webinar, and then about 2/3 through the webinar, Alex is going to talk to you about some specific stuff techno-wise that I am not capable of understanding. Are you there, Alex?
Thanks, Don. Appreciate that. Yeah, like Don said, my name's Alex Garcia. I'm a senior software support specialist over here at Distributor Central. And yeah, stick around to the end and we'll show you what DC is all about and how it can benefit your business.
Well, I've known Alex a long time, and I've known Distributor Central forever. And of these industry techno providers, I do think Distributor Central is the sharpest of them because I've known them since they started, and they are really on cutting edge on this. And I can't say enough good things about how they can help you because in today's world, we've got to have a substantial web presence. Now, most of the incredible customers that I've come up with have originated from friends and referrals. And to you to be financially free, 35% of your sales must come from referrals. I know distributors that get 50% of their sales from referrals. And right there on the bottom left of the screen, those are 7 big customers that I had for years. And there's exactly where I met them. Wife of a friend, girlfriend of a friend, schoolmate of a friend, chamber function. That was a referral at a chamber function, Dallas Convention Bureau. I met them from a referral. Texas Parks and Wildlife, that's where I get my customers. But the thing that keeps those referrals going is every time someone does me a solid and sends me a referral, I send them a thank you gift with a handwritten note. You must do this. And one of the coolest products that I've seen lately is from American Made Cutlery. I've started working with that supplier, and their gifts are high quality and ones that people will use. So I've got a sample offer from them a little bit later in the show, but Dan Keelman at American Made Cutlery.com, you can send him an email and ask him to send you information on their knife and fork set, a knife and cutlery sets. This is a quality gift that your customers will love after you say thank you. And I create referrals by word of mouth advertising. People recommend me because I try and do the right thing. And I increase my referral flow by providing great service. I give a lot of praise. I contact my customers often in different ways: Facebook, LinkedIn, emails, text, mail, you name it. I get personal. Everybody knows that my two sister dogs died in the same year, 2 years ago. I want people who like dogs because I can connect with them and it gives me a talking point. I am personal about everything. I try and offer ideas on a continuous basis, and I never run from problems. Just like I said, screw up an order, own it, tell them what happened, and be honest. Don't run off and hide. A lot of distributors do that, and that's an error. Now on the screen right now, I've got 2 flyers from Quickie Manufacturing. I have known them for 35 years is when I started in this industry. They're an American-made supplier. They have great products: key tags, magnets, coasters, event badges. Quickie is a quality supplier. Any supplier I talk to you about in this webinar is someone who will treat you correctly. Now, the ultimate referrals and the ones I go after every time I go spend money are places where I do business. So I recommend you to do business at places where you do business. You go to a coffee bar every morning, chat up the owner about a doormat. Your parents or grandparents live in a retirement home, talk to the property manager about doormats. You go to a diner, a bakery, or a bar, they all need mats. The owner is usually present at those type of businesses. Chat them up. Go to the hospital to visit someone, or if your loved one's in the hospital, go down there to materials management and chat them up about mats. I'm just using mats as an example because that's a product that all of these entities can use. And Logo Mats, I've known forever. They will always treat you right on mats, and their products are made in America. And we're going to talk about the significance of that in a little bit. Now, financial freedom comes by improving closing rates. Dial up more closes. More distributors are great. Many distributors are great at setting up sales, but they're lacking in closing skills. I mean, you need to anticipate feedback. Be prepared for objections that your customer might bring up when you're pitching them. Include case studies. Tell them about a similar project that you've done and how it worked for another client. Pay attention. Don't sit there and move and fool with your phone or shuffle around. Look them right in the eye and understand what they're saying, so then you'll have the proper answer to their question or problem. Prove your value. I don't sell cheap stuff. I don't sell from suppliers that try and bait me to buy from them by price. Provide value by not cutting your prices and selling quality products, just like I talked to you about on the ceramic drinkware from Southern Plus. That's a high-end line. It's not cheap. Burlacamp is a great supplier. They're not ever going to be the cheapest on coasters or on motorcycle kickback stands, but they're quality. So every time you sell, do value and follow up in a timely manner. Send a thank you note, make the call, and do it quickly. Don't put that off. One of the greatest mistakes that distributors make is they do not follow up properly. Now, another thing that a lot of distributors do make that I don't understand is they're on these chat lines all the time complaining about having to prepay orders by credit card, and they don't want to pay the credit card charge. They complain about it. Well, the best way in the world to get away from that problem is place 80% of your orders with 20 suppliers. I can sell almost 90% of my orders that I request from 20 solid suppliers. I create solid relationships with them, and I place majority of my orders with 20 suppliers. Do not be a distributor who places orders everywhere. That's a mistake. You're not going to get your order done in place of me. When I've got an established account with a supplier, I pay within 15 days. They're not going to do your order if you're coming in and you're a slow payer or whatever. Place orders with people that you do business with. And the best way to do that is establish credit with them ahead of your competitors. I have credit. I establish credit with people forever, with suppliers. Here's 2 credit applications on the screen right now, one from Logo Mats, another from Edwards. These are great suppliers. Get a relationship going with them up front, even before you sell an order from them. That is the way to get preferential treatment, how to get rush orders completed faster, and how to avoid having to prepay orders. That's by getting credit with them. Too many distributors do not understand they need to establish relationships with suppliers. Now, Edwards is a great supplier. I work with him on every one of my webinars. Many distributors contact me about blank shortages. They can't find certain shirts. They can't find certain jackets. They can't find things because the big blank wholesalers are either out of stock or waiting for stock to come in. One way I get away from blank shortages is I talk to people about custom clothing and selling uniforms. Program buyers who buy for big hotel chains, buy for any type of businesses that have national locations, they all buy uniforms. So selling programs to customers, they understand long lead times. They understand it might take 90 days to do a uniform job. Email Brett Guerin, bguerin@edwardsgarment.com. He will do a 20-minute presentation with you on selling uniforms. If you'll come at people up front like that, and there are product shortages, they're not going to rag on you like other people will. Now, people ask me all the time about tamper-proof evident labels, and I'm just putting in this because I know Phil Sharkey at AdMatch really well. So if you're looking for these tamper-proof labels that go on takeout food or bring home food, they have them. Plus, they have matches. The only reason I'm bringing this up is people ask me all the time, Don, where can I get matches? Who sells custom matches anymore? Well, matches are needed to light fireplaces, for camping, different things. So if you're looking for matches, it's phil@admatch.com. It's just a little pitch for AdMatch because I've known Phil a long time and he's really a stand-up guy. Now, watch out for suppliers who employ bait and switch tactics. And one of the worst at this is selling bottled water. Now, I've worked for Alexa Springs almost forever. They do a great job, and they also have a terrific bottled water self-promotion offer where you can get custom bottled water with your logo on it. I've used bottled water forever as a door opener or when I make sales calls. And with it becoming summer, bottled water is even going to be a better seller. And when I say not being misled by water suppliers, they'll quote you freight charges, but then they have surcharges out of zones. Alexa Springs has 7 shipping locations. They're on the screen right there. So when they quote you freight, that's the freight. There's no upcharge from shipping from Texas to North Dakota, because I don't know where the North Dakota order would be shipped from. That could be Illinois. Maybe that's going to be from Oregon, but they're going to quote you and ship you without misleading you. This is a problem with bottled water suppliers that tell you one thing and then charge you another. But Alexa Springs will not do that. And a lot of people are not honest on product quality. I don't care if it's water, power banks, if it's mugs, there is some cheap, foul stuff out here. And bottled water is one thing that can go bad quick. And 90% of distributors don't know that water sold by many suppliers comes from a municipal water treatment plant. That means water sold by many suppliers was previously sewer water. That means it came from a water treatment plant. Now, it is filtered. It's not going to kill you to drink it, but most of that water tastes foul. It's not good. If you'll look on the screen on that Grand Bank label, it says water by reverse osmosis and oxygenated for taste and purity. That's telling you that water was sewer water. Where if you buy from Alexis Springs, their label will say natural spring water, not from a municipal spring, not from a municipal source. Alexis Springs water comes from Mount Ida, Arkansas. I am telling you this because when somebody comes in, says, I can get bottled water cheaper, you can say, well, is your water sewer water? I've done that 10 times and gotten orders because people go, I had no earthly idea that's where that water came from. And if you'll tell the difference with customers about purified and spring water, it's right there on the screen, all the differences. You will be able to come back at people that say, I can get it cheaper, because do you want spring water that is natural and tastes good? Or do you want sewer water, purified water? I know it's gross to tell it like this, but if you will tell customers these things, they're going to say, I had no earthly idea that's where that water came from. And there's skip a column pricing coupon on the screen from Alexis Springs. And here's a market you can sell to them. Sell water where you do business. Just like I was talking about selling the mats to the places that you go and spend money, we'll do the same with bottled water, or do trade outs with your customers. I do trade outs with my vet, the place I do pizza, get my pizzas from. I trade out products for their food or from their services. And you can sell bottled water to your dry cleaner, your vet, the restaurants you go to, bars. There's a whole list on the screen. The realtor who made a 5% commission off of you. Talk to them about water. Talk to them about the exterminator that comes in and fumigates your house, your landscaper, lawyer. There's all kinds of people that you do business with that you can sell bottled water to. Brian at alexissprings.com can help you with this, and I guarantee you they do a good job. Now, golf courses have removed water stations. If you're not a golfer, municipal and country clubs have taken water stations away because of the COVID. And because of that, they need bottled water left where the water stations were. So bottled water would be a big seller to country clubs, anyone for a golf tournament, municipal courses. This is a market that I guarantee you can sell, because they don't have water in big containers with paper cups anymore. Brian at alexissprings.com, and look at the labels, natural spring water. I'm almost finished with water here. Be patient with me. I just think that this is a great product that a lot of distributors get confused on. Funeral homes and mortuaries buy water. If you have a loved one if you've had a death in the family, you get nervous and you get dehydrated. And when you get dehydrated, you make bad decisions. Sell funeral homes. Sell a funeral home for pre-need planning gifts for the day of the funeral or service. You can sell flower shops that deal with funeral homes, limo companies, security companies. You know, a lot of people will read these obituaries and they'll see that there's going to be a service for a family at a particular mortuary, and then they will go and rob the houses when the people are gone. I know that's bizarre, but people are actually hiring security companies to watch their houses when they have funerals. Great market. Maybe you hadn't thought again about it. Brian at alexissprings.com. Shoot him an email. There's their phone number. They'll send you some samples. Now, I call on markets that other distributors ignore, And the reason I do that is I don't want competition. Now, Edwards, I talked to about before, they have a uniform lookbook, which will tell you how to sell uniforms. All you have to do is email bgarrett@edwardsgarment.com and just say, Sanders told me you could send me that lookbook. And Edwards has right now, they have a full stock of snag proof polos. I think a couple of months ago, nobody could get black polos. Well, Edwards had them. Also, a lot of suppliers were short on aprons. Edwards has them. This is a great supplier that I pitch in all these webinars because they will teach you. Brett Guerin will teach you how to make really good money. Now, don't be a street seller. Here, I'm going to put it up on the screen. Stop street selling and start volunteering. I don't go make calls on businesses just out. I don't do it. I'll call on the people that I do business with, but I get referrals and I do volunteer work. That's where my customers come from. My best customers are generated by being a volunteer. You cannot believe how many good customers I've gotten. And look at this darling little dog on the screen with his front legs all goofy. This is a project that I worked on to help raise money for the SPCA to buy this little dog, these rollers that hook around his neck so he can get around. But every time I do volunteer work for the SPCA, I meet a like-minded person, I chat them up, and if they own a company, I just casually say, hey, I'd love to sell you some promotional products. And on that screen right there is a draft top aluminum can opener from Snugs. They just got the exclusive contract on this. So if you want a very cool product, that is one to sell. And I'm going to talk to you about that a little more and linked in the show. Decision makers are present at coffee bars. Distributors ask me, Don, where can I go call on people where I can actually get to the distributor? I'm not to the distributor, but excuse me, to the decision maker. Well, that would be in coffee bars. Owners are there. Chat them up about mats. Chat them up about seed paper coffee wraps from Gympire or about full coffee wraps from Trader. If you want to get to the person that can say yes or no, go call on coffee bars. Another place where owners are present are these craft breweries. This is a perfect product for craft breweries from Apogee, these custom tap handles. I push these products and I'm telling you about them because these type of ideas make you unique. It'll make it possible for you to sell people that you can't normally do it. These custom beer types are so cool. They're great for craft breweries. And in craft breweries, just like the coffee bars, the decision maker owner is usually there. And John Gotchi, there's his card from Apogee. He is my dear friend. It's john.g@creativeawards.net. If you'll shoot him an email, he will send you a custom beer tap sample. Now, I talked to you about that draft top aluminum can opener. You could be the first to sell this product because this thing was featured on the Shark Tank and it actually got an investment. And whoever has come up with this has gotten Snugs to be the exclusive distributor for this product in the promo industry. So if you're looking to go call on craft breweries, not only are those beer tap handles cool, but these draft top can openers are oh so cool. Customer care at snugsyusa.com to learn how to get a sample. But if you'll sell these products and get out up front, no one will have seen this product that can be imprinted with their logo on it. Distributors ask me all the time why some products are cheaper than others. Well, it's just real easy. Some products are not any good. It's just like some cars are better than others. Some fertilizer is better than others for your yard. Some roofing companies are better than others. Well, on umbrellas, I recommend you buy them from Southern Plus because that's a stand-up supplier. But their umbrellas, all umbrellas have 70 working parts. Inexpensive versions use steel ribs and spreaders. That means they're not flexible. They are not windproof. That means they turn backwards, like the little fella there with the umbrella going back the top half of the screen. Golf umbrellas have to have fiberglass or wood shafts. They can't have steel shafts, or you're going to get out and be hit by lightning and killed. They use inferior tips to attach the umbrellas. If somebody comes at you with a cheaper umbrella, just say, hey, are the tips on that umbrella plastic, or are they, how are the frames made? And that person's going to say, I don't know. And that is how you beat price sellers, by having information. Just like the bottled water. Hey, do you want to buy sewer water, or do you want to buy an umbrella that blows back? Well, of course they don't. That's how you shut down price selling distributors. Brandon at southernplus.com. He can get you an umbrella sample that will not fall apart. I use superior supplier sites to sell orders. Snugs, I talked to you about the can cutters. They have one of the coolest websites in the industry. They have flyers, they have videos, they have media things you can send to your customers, lifestyle images. They show you how stock patterns can be changed. Snugs has got a great website that will help you sell more to your customers. Post these images and their things on your Facebook and your LinkedIn account. 90% of suppliers in this industry have a sorry website. Well, I use suppliers who have superior websites. And one thing that Snugs has started doing is they have augmented reality. I believe, and I'm going to say I believe, because this is really out here techno-wise, but you scan a QR code on your phone off of the Snugs site. I believe that that product pops on your phone. If you're matched with your customer on the same platform, that'll pop up on their computer with their logo on the product. They're just telling you how to do it. Scan the QR code in front of you. It'll make the product jump off the screen with the supplier logo on it. Now, this is state-of-the-art stuff right now, and I don't think any distributors are really using this, but it differentiates you in crowded spaces. You can add it to Zoom meetings. It makes virtual meetings more cool. It shows you that you're on trend with your customer, and you don't even have to have an app needed. This is just something brand new from Snugs, and this is just a great top-of-the-line supplier. Just like I talk about these superior websites, well, Edwards has one, and they will cause you to own your customers. The last time I talked to Brett Guerin, he says, Don, you know, what we're trying to do here is get distributors to own their customers. That means incredible customers. You own them, because like with Edwards, they have numerous marketing tools that can make you own your customers. I'm not going to read all this off to you, but there's everything you can do to create e-catalogs, printed catalogs, etc. at the Edwards site. And Brett Guerin, B. Guerin at edwardsgarment.com, he is a stand-up guy. He can do a little 20-minute pitch to you, teach you how to use their website and how to sell these uniform programs. That will put you ahead of your competitors. Now let's talk about event selling. Earth Day is coming up this year, April 22nd. The last 2 years, Earth Day has kind of not even happened because of the COVID. I guarantee you Earth Day will be out in force this year. And Gympire has a whole set of Earth Day products. There's Harvey Mackler, my friend from Gympire. He is a great guy. He'll shoot you straight, no excuses. He doesn't try and get your business by giving you EQP pricing. He tries to get your business by earning it. I have business cards from Gympire, seed paper cards. You talk about a cool business card, that my card will become a plant after you put it in water and soak it. Email Harvey at gympire.com and he will send you Earth Day samples. Right now is the time to be selling that, and event selling will put you ahead of everyone. Another great Earth Day product from Innovation Line is this PET cooling towel. It is made of soda and water bottles crushed up. You add water to it, and that makes it a cooling towel. There's a discount coupon for Innovation Line on the screen. And then my last slide in the show is going to conclude Chris Hodges' email address, where if you'd like to have a sample of this cooling towel. It's a great Earth Day product. Southern Plus has got some jute bag samples. You can email order entry at southernplus.com. They'll send you a sample of an Earth Day bag. Selling events like Earth Day, July 4th coming up, Labor Day celebrations. This is how you can get annual repeat orders. That's how you get referrals and how you separate yourself and become financially free. Another supplier I work with is Makana. Their event selling ideas are great. National Nurses Week is coming up. You can sell from Makana, and when you place the order, they're not going to come back and say, Don, that product is on a ship waiting in the Long Beach harbor. They've got the inventory. If you want to sell Pride Month in June, I've sold a lot of Pride Month products. There's a huge gay pride parade here in Dallas in June. I have several customers that go to that. Showing Pride products right now will show that you are capable of selling any market and you have the ideas to make that happen. Now, guerrilla marketers, that's what I am. That's what you need to be. Don't be a corporate type or be out there selling by price, or I'll give you a 10% discount, or I'll give you a free screen charge. Don't try and get customers like that. Get them by being a guerrilla marketer. I went down to the Hyatt Regency Hotel years ago. I made a pitch with 4 other distributors about doing their promotional items from them. I chatted up to Cynthia Vasquez, who was the marketing director. We started talking about dogs. She loved dogs. And so when I got back from my meeting, I didn't send her some boring, I'm the best in the industry, or I'll give you a discount, blah, blah, blah. I sent her a picture of Betty and Gracie, my 2 sister dogs, with that little message to the left, Cynthia, thank you. Gracie, Betty, and Gracie, say hi. It wasn't 10 minutes till she emailed me back the message in the green box. She sent me the picture of her dog, and you know what? This is how I got that account. And during the time I did business with them, I did 150 grand in them in 3 years. Betty and Gracie, my dogs, got me that business. That is how you become a guerrilla marketer. And on the right, I talked about Ad Match, about having matches and tamper-proof labels. They have a brand new product I just learned about at PPAI, which are these luminous glass jar match holders. This is a great gift for realtors, for cigar night parties, wedding gifts. This is a quality, cool product. It's also, you can use these to keep above your fireplace to light gas fireplace. Just trying to show you some new things. I do not market myself like other distributors. You should not either. Guerrilla marketing, there is the definition of it. I've always been a guerrilla marketing. I've always made myself unique, just like you need to be unique. I delivered pickle loaf to my customers during the pandemic. Who likes pickle loaf? Well, I did. Well, I had to buy a pound of it because they didn't sell it in stores down here. I couldn't eat a pound of pickle loaf, so I posted on my Facebook account, who loves pickle loaf? Well, I had 5 of my customers say, Don, I admit I like the stuff. So I cut the pickle loaf up. I put it in these bags that I'd gotten from Southern Plus, cooler bags, delivered it, and left it on their front porch. I am different because I don't bid on orders. I've worn rally hair to chamber functions. Like there I am with that rally hair. Actually did it. I'm always personal. I'm never businesslike. And I brand myself with colorful shoes. If you've seen me, I wear those shoes down like you'll see on my business card. I am out here and I tell people that I am unique. So be a guerrilla marketer, and 2 great suppliers I've talked about, Snugs and Quickie. They will help you become a better guerrilla marketer. Another little guerrilla marketing technique is to call on dentists. They have back doors. Distributors don't know that, but go by the dentist on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They're not there. Go around to the back door where the dentist comes in. They are the decision maker, not the office manager. The dentist will tell the officer manager what to buy. Go by there on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Leave a logo mat sample. If you'll email Miles or M. Wadsworth at logomatsllc.com, he will send you a logo mat sample kit, and it includes little 1 square foot mats and catalogs. Write a personal note, leave the catalog and the sample mat behind the dentist office at the door. I guarantee you the dentist will pick it up. Then start following up with them by text and by email, and I guarantee you you'll sell them mats. And then you can also sell them that great spring water from Alexa Springs. Now, there's a great new product that I learned about at PPAI from Bensel. I had never seen this before. This is a flat light that you smash down. It's got an LED light in it. It is the light. It is brighter than anything I've ever seen in my life. It is it's just a cool product. See Madlock at Bensel.com if you'd like to have a sample. This is just something that if you show your customers, they're never going to have seen it. That's bad grammar. They have not seen it before. Now, these are the luminous jars I talked to you about with Ad Match. This is it's just neat. It's just different. And you can sell these as a realtor move-in gift, wedding favors, holiday parties, corporate thank you, a candle retailer, cigar night promotions. I don't smoke cigars, but people are into it. And I don't care if you want to smoke cigars, if you want to buy something, I'm going to sell it to you. Phil at admatch.com will tell you how to get a sample. This is a really upscale product, and there's a nice AdMatch coupon for your use on the screen. And as a little follow-up here, it's Phil at admatch.com. There's the sales sheet again on the left, and then there's the pricing on the right of the screen that you can get. You can print the jar, and also if you would like to print the printed box. Let's talk about creating American-made sites. Distributors need to sell more American-made products. This supply chain thing has gotten to be ridiculous, and if you'll sell American-made products, you will be ahead of your competitors. I went through that too quick. Distributor Central will help you build American-made sites. Every product on your site is American-made, like those from Quickie, ID Line, Burlacamp. You can find those products on Distributor Central. Build your American site and feature American-made suppliers. The reason being, with this Ukraine mess and what's happening with China and all this, it is more important than ever to sell for American-made suppliers. And I just read this, that Biden put this Made in America thing out, where they're going to require more of the product. Instead of 60% of the product being made in America to be classified as made in America, that's going to 65%, then 75%. Start selling American-made products and stop being befuddled by this supply chain thing. And there's my American-made cutlery thing. I love those knives and that cutlery. That is just a great American-made gift. And here's a sample offer I've got where you can get a knife for $4.99, a random knife. You can get that from D. Keelman, an American-made cutlery. That is a great Earth Day product because it's sustainable, it's made of recycled steel, and it will last forever. Now I'm going to have, I'm sorry I've talked so fast and I've been wordy, but I'm going to have, Alex is going to change to his screen now and do about 5 minutes on Distributor Central. And please watch what he's saying because he knows what he's doing. He'll come back to me and I'll finish up the webinar. I've got a couple of more cool things to talk to you about. And please listen to Alex. He's really good at what he does.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate that. Learned a lot of information about all the stuff that you talked about. Was great information, especially about the bottled water. The treatment sewer water versus natural spring water, that's huge. I mean, who wants sewer treated water? So that's definitely something that
it's a gross thing to talk about.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't catch at the beginning, my name's Alex Garcia. I'm a senior software support specialist over here at Distributor Central. Today I'm going to talk about, just briefly talk about Distributor Central, what we have to offer. So if you're with DC currently, the tools and resources that you can use, or if you're not, you can look to sign up and get going on the products there. So what does Distributor Central? Basically what we are is we offer an online e-commerce platform that brings the distributors and suppliers together. So it's like a one-stop shop for all your needs for promotional products, whether it's product research, order management, product presentations, and then of course websites. As Don was talking about, you can build custom websites. And it's also like very user-friendly, it's seamless, so you don't have to, it's like when I said one-stop shop, I'm talking about like you can work, like all the suppliers that Don talked about, we have those in our database. So you can create all your orders in DC and manage it all through Distributor Central. Just to kind of give you an idea of, what the workflow's like. So you're talking about faster orders, direct contact with the supplier, all stuff to speed up the process. Like Don said, you have that quick turnaround time. What sets us apart from the rest is our technology. And then also we offer all our products and all our services to distributors at no charge. We're sponsored by the top suppliers in the industry, a lot of them that Don mentioned. So you can kind of see here the difference. We get asked a lot, how do we differ from the other two service providers? And this will kind of give you like a little breakdown that you can see. And you can see that all our services we offer for free. We have full-time support, whether it's email, excuse me, live chat, or you can give us a call. Go back here. So when I've talked about the free website, I want to go into that a little bit more. So as Don mentioned, with your suppliers, normally you want to have a good quality 20 suppliers or less that you work with. You can have all suppliers if you want, but you want to focus on those suppliers that you've built rapport with. That's the best way to do, like you're building rapport with your customers. And then that way, these are good quality suppliers and you're not questioning, I've never worked with a supplier, is it coming from China, that type of thing. Once again, goes back to the American made. And another thing, so with our websites, they're free, as I mentioned. We have about 30 pre-built templates. We can set it up for you at no charge. Put your logo on there, match the theme to your logo, the color theme. And another thing in regards to websites, they come with a free SSL certificate, which makes your entire site secure. That way you don't get dinged by Google. And if you're not familiar with that, that's HTTPS as opposed to HTTP in the URL, which makes your entire site secure. Another thing you can do, as Don mentioned when he was talking about, you want to focus on one type of thing that makes you stick out. So you're not offering all products, all suppliers. You want to do more of a niche website. And you can create these niche websites. For instance, example, as Don said, with Edwards, you could make the entire site about just uniforms. And then if you wanted to have a link for all the other products, you could do that too. Another thing you can do is you can limit down your website to certain suppliers, like we talked about earlier, that you want to work with. So instead of having all of them, just be that 20 suppliers, and that way the suppliers on there are the ones that you value and have worked with before. And then also in another step in regards to that, you can create your own custom product collections with those preferred product suppliers. So you're providing and selling quality products, as Don mentioned earlier. But if you guys have any questions, like I said, it's free to sign up. Go to distributorcentral.com if you're new. At the top, you'll see a get started today. Fill the information out. We'll get back to you, get you set up with an account. If you have an existing account, feel free to reach out to us, info@distributorcentral.com. Call us 888-516-7401, or you can use our live chat. Once you're logged into your DC account, you'll see it at the bottom left, and somebody in support will talk with you and answer any questions you have. I'm going to send it back to Don.
Great. Now, can you change this? Yeah, okay. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Great. Okay, I just want to tell you what Alex said is all true, and Distributor Central has all kinds of things to do. I've learned about how you can use Canva images, you can get a free email program. I cannot remember the name of it right now, but there's all kinds.
MailChimp.
Yeah, that's it, MailChimp. You can use MailChimp, and I've learned so many things from doing these webinars at Distributor Central that I did not know about. And I honestly, I'm telling you, they will offer you little things that you can get done that I don't think other distributors are going to mention to you. And they have a little program where you can get $5 off an order if you enter orders for certain suppliers on the website, and $5 is $5 to me, which is okay. And so they just, I think that it's just a really good platform to increase your business. So another thing, okay, I'm sorry, we're going to get back here and get going. Here's a really cool thing called Dash. I want you to pay attention to this. Dustin Harris is a friend of mine, owns 8-Legged Media, and he's come up with this Dash program, which is a way you can connect with people by meeting them at a chamber function or whatever, and just putting your phone up to theirs. And if you've got the Dash program, your information or contact information will be transferred to them, and your contact information will be transferred back to you. So it's dash at 8lmedia.com, and there's their phone number and 800 number. This is another thing like the Snugs augmented reality thing, which is really out here right now, cutting edge way to start communicating with people. And here's Fred Astaire saying, tap that. I think this is a cute thing. This is a great new way to share your business card with people that is not like anything you've ever seen. And there's the 877 number. The email, if you send them an email, they'll teach you exactly how to do this. But this is the future right here, the augmented reality and these Dash cards. So get a hold of 8-Legged Media. I am not an expert on this, but when I see these things, I think they're things that we need to be using to improve our business, just like showing your abilities. I have testimonial marketing sheets that I send to customers. If I meet somebody new or if I have a referral, I want them to know that I am capable of doing what they need to be done. So I will send them by email or text my testimonial marketing statements. These are easy to get from customers. I just ask them and they say, sure, Don. And 90% of the time they say whatever you want to. We don't care. And so I use these all the time to tell people that I am legitimate. And we were talking about selling events. Well, a big event's going to come up here. It's right now, the spring is here. Golf is going to be an all-encompassing thing to a lot of people. Gympire, who had the Seed Paper products, they have a full line of golf accessories. Harvey at gympire.com. You need to start selling this stuff right now. Now, here's the thing that I've talked about in my webinars before about the program that David Blaze has with Smart EQP. He has a program where you can get lower pricing from 100 suppliers. You can also learn about connecting with other distributors, and you get really good training. Now, I have recommended this for a long time, and I don't think people understand the significance of joining a buying group or joining a group of distributors that you can communicate with. Now, Smart EQP program is not for every distributor. It's for people that want to grow their sales. It's not for people that make sales just because they have to cut the price. It's not good for suppliers. It devalues their work. It's not good for distributors because it destroys profit. But if you want to become part of a group that you can get lower pricing with some suppliers, then call 800-494-2721 extension 1, and then just ask about the Smart EQP program. I'm just pitching this as a way to help you because distributors ask me all the time, Don, do I need to join a large distributor? Do I need to belong to a buying group? Well, if it's good for you, you need to. If you don't need to, you don't. But I think it's very valuable, and this is one that I would recommend. So there's the phone number. It's like $70 a month to belong to this, which is nothing for what you get in return. So let's talk about posting things on Facebook. I post things like dirty facts, just like I told you about the bad water. I'm going to tell you about how mats are actually used to keep offices clean. They actually help cut down on the spread of germs. And I posted this dirty facts flyer that I got off of the Logo Mats website, and it's the best Facebook post I've ever had. I actually sold 5 different mat orders for people that were friends of me on Facebook because they did not know all these technical things shown on this sheet that mats actually do. And 2 markets for mats that are huge are the vet clinics. I'm going today to take my little dog Ruber to the vet for her heartworm check. Well, I'm taking a Logo Mats catalog up there with me. And while I am paying my bill, I'm going to drop it on those people and say, you know what, I would love to sell you some mats, or do you want to do a trade out like we talked to before? I've also had great luck selling mats to political candidates and as volunteer gifts. Now, a lot of times I get irritated with customers that don't call me back. I think that maybe they've gone off and are buying from other people. So one of the ways that I call their bluffs is I, on a Saturday or Sunday, will sit down when I know they're not in their office, and I leave them a voice release message. Right there in yellow is exactly what I leave on their voicemail. And I guarantee you, every time I do this, if I leave that with 10 people that have not called me back in a certain period of time, half of them will call and apologize, just saying they didn't need anything, but they do need something now. So if people are not calling back or respond to them, let's just leave them a little, I love doing business with you before. If you don't need me anymore, it's okay. And I guarantee you a higher percentage of them will come back and say, no, I need to buy something. And Burlacamp does plaques, like the little inexpensive plaques you need as a chamber member. When you join a chamber or a club, people don't know that Burlacamp has plaques. They're a great supplier, and there's a little coupon for you on the screen right now. Now, another trick I've learned here to FaceTime with clients creates a non-scheduled virtual meeting. So what I'll do is when I'm supposed to call somebody at a time, I'll say, well, let's just do FaceTime. So I'll get my images and products that I want to show, and I'll FaceTime up with my customer, and then I'll make my pitch, and then I include product images from different products that I've sold them, and I'll say, hey, remember you bought key tags a year ago? Do we need to reorder key tags? Do we need to reorder that? I use FaceTime to create non-scheduled virtual meetings with clients. And a great little thing that you can talk to them about is the Swag It Forward program from Apogee. You could show some images of some awards, and you could have already put the customer's logo on the award as a virtual, and it'll pop right off of the screen, just like I talked to you about on the Snugs augmented reality. This is a great way to show your customers that you're a little bit sharper than the person maybe they've been dealing with. John G at creativeawards.net if you want to know about that. We're almost finished here, but I wanted to tell you about how I have become financially free. I hire students from colleges and high schools to help me run my business. These young people are juniors and seniors, and in college I used to use a lot of them from SMU, because I lived over in Dallas. Well, I live in Dallas by SMU, but I went to TCU. So I have job offers at SMU and TCU, and I have met some of the nicest young people that are qualified to make sales calls for me, do mailers, call and take care of supplier products for me. And as goofy as they look right there, when you get them in a work situation, they're as good as gold. So if you're looking to get financial freedom, getting some help is the way to do it, and this is the best help I've ever had. And on the screen right now is a great coupon for a free screen charge from ID Line for name badges. Now, there are a bunch of these promo Facebook pages, but I and David Blaze, who I talked to you about on the Smart EQ program, we have started our own Facebook page. It is for training and not complaining. I read on these sites about people ragging on suppliers and they're just awful and they beat suppliers up. Don't do that. Don't air your dirty laundry. Take the time to go out and call on customers. And if you want to be on a Facebook page that's positive, email me, don@sellpromoproducts.com. I'll send you the way to join. And all we do on our page is we're positive. We don't bash suppliers. We learn how to sell more orders. So if you'd like to do that, that's the way to do that. Now, here are the email addresses from all of the suppliers that I've talked about in the webinar. They will all be happy to send you samples, send you ideas, and you can email me when we're finished here, don@sellpromoproducts.com, and I will email you the webinar replay so you can watch this again if you'd care to. I will send you the Facebook training page link if you would like to participate in that. And all I can say is I really appreciate you listening to me and to Alex today. Distributor Central is a great avenue for you to increase your business techno-wise. And if you will want the replay of this webinar, I'm happy to send it to you. There's my email. You can always email and ask me any questions. And all I can say is I want to thank you for turning out today. And Alex thanks you too. And next month's webinar will be about the same part-time of the month. And all I can say is I hope you have a great day. And email or contact these suppliers and they'll be more than happy to help you. And I hope things go great for you for this weekend and you have a great spring. Thanks.